Hey, let me tell you something, Mike. You know, I always rock Jordans, but my man Kanye especially, he knew I was coming on with you because I was talking to him about getting on. And he sent me a pair of these Kanye's back here. So if they see something different, it's because my brother, you know, he goes all out. So he sent me a pair of sneakers. So I'll put them up back there. Those? Yeah, he sent it to me personally. Shout out to the Kardashian family, Kanye West, all of them.
Kanye better send me some sneakers too.
Yo, Iron Mike. Look, it's so much to talk about with you. It's an honor. You know, I do this every night. Last night we had Andrew Wang, the guy, the Asian American brother who went for president. This guy's intelligent. He's giving back to the hood. We have Van Jones, Michael Blackson. Every day we got somebody crazy. Today, you are by far, if you stepped off right now, the biggest person on the Fat Joe show. You are Iron
Joe, man. Listen, there's no one bigger than you, Joe. You're the biggest person on the show, man. There's nobody bigger than you, man. Come on.
Iron Mike, I'm going to get to it, right? I grew up tough. I grew up in the Bronx. You grew up in Brooklyn. I grew up every day for violence. I woke up every day to fight 3 dudes, 4 dudes. Like every day I got up, I left my house. My poor mother and father, they worked hard. They didn't know that I went outside for the smoke. Same thing with you, Mike. And it got to a point where I became Fat Joe the rapper, and I didn't realize that people knew I had money. So they were trying me, and I was knocking everybody out, but it was like 20 lawsuits in a row. I figured out, yo, are they really trying me, or am I the lick? Am I the guy they just fronting on? So
you're the sucker, Joe. Yes, Joe, you're the sucker. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, every week growing up, I heard Mike Tyson knocked this one out in Brooklyn. Mike Tyson knocked that one out in Brooklyn.
Oh, but they never told you what I had to pay these guys, did they?
No, I knew. After I was like, damn, somebody needs to tell Mike. Yo, Mike, they were setting you up to get knocked out to get a check. Yes or no?
There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I was just so caught up. I gave them the money. I was crazy when I was champ. I wasn't ready for that. It was too much for me.
Hey, Mike, let me tell you something. So they would say, because I don't think you're the most intimidating. Without a weapon, without a gun, you were by far the most intimidating, the most feared human being on earth.
You really think so, Joe? Get out of here. I think I'm a wuss and stuff, man. Some of these guys.
Yo, Mike, let me tell you, yo, Mike, I thought about fighting you a lot of times.
And I love you. Why you want to fight me,
No,
Joe?
no, Mike. And I love you. I worship you. And I said, yo, what if Mike Tyson ever fronts on me and I'm going to have to fight the guy, but I know he's knocking me out cold. Like, there is no, you know, how many guys started with you that knew, yo, they get knocked out?
Yeah, it's absolutely true, Joe. But listen, I knocked out somebody. Listen, Joe, this is what I realized. I realized these guys were in partnership with me. These guys are nobody. These guys never had a job in their life. The next thing you know, they got $3 million, $5 million. They're bums. They're nobody, Joe. Their mothers don't even love them. And these guys are millionaires just because I had the ego and I had to knock them out in front of everybody.
Yo, I am Mike, man. Let me tell you something. I got so much to talk to you about. I'm going to tell you a real quick story what happened to me. And, you know, in the record Lean Back, I said even Roy Jones was forced to lean back. And that was because Roy Jones had got knocked out. But I'm not going to lie to you, Iron Mike. You know where I come from the streets, and you know I'm respected like that. Your man Roy Jones really pulled up on me in the club, and he was going to hook off on me. Like, he literally came looking for me to ask me what's up with me dissing him in the fight. And I was like, holy Christ, this man... You know, Roy Jones ain't no punk, man. He came to see Fat Joe. I had 100 guys with me, Mike.
No, but he doesn't understand he was about to die. That's what they don't understand sometimes. No, really, that's the real deal, Joe. That's the real deal. We get caught up. We really believe our news clipping, that we're invincible and that we're the greatest fighters that ever lived. You know? And we don't know that a bat could put that in check. Forget a gun. A bat could put that in check.
No, let me tell you something. I had 100 guys. I had 100 bad guys with me that night too, Mike. And
oh, they can't wait to get a hold of them either.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Let me tell you something. Hey, Mike, I gotta give him respect for that, but it was foolish because I had 100 guys with me. Like, it wasn't gonna end nice, you know. And let me tell you something, man. I don't know if you remember. I tell this story all the time. Do you remember the time?
I'm doing Fat Joe right now.
Hello? Do you remember the time, Mike, where I was at the tunnel with Big Pun, and we was about to fight some bouncers at 2 in the morning, and we turned around,
Yeah, they're just gonna
and
chat.
it was you standing behind us at 2 in the morning, and you was like, "That's right, Pun, right, Joe? Niggas, let's fuck them up."
I was a different kind of person back then.
Yo, Mike, you had the kufi on. You were straight from jail, and you saved our lives. You wind up chasing the bouncer. Yo, Mike, the bouncer was 7 foot tall. You wound up chasing him around the car in the tunnel in socks. You took the loafers off, and you chased the motherfucker ready to fuck him up.
You know, Joe, I've done a lot of ridiculous things. That's something that I'm so happy that I didn't run into a guy like you with 100 guys back then.
Now, we love you, man. I mean,
isn't that crazy, Joe, how that stuff looks fly now? But imagine if I ran into a guy like you with 100 guys. We wouldn't be having this story.
Yeah, we wouldn't, but like you said, life is life. You told me something earlier. You said, yo, Joe, what do you say, Mike? You say life is being life, and we just in life. You were saying some shit.
Life on life terms, and we just living, man.
Life on life terms, and we living. Is a quotable. That's the quotable of the day.
We don't even know who we are. We don't know how we got here. We just have to enjoy it, man.
I got to tell you, the first time I seen Iron Mike Tyson, I seen you on 125th and Dapper Dan. And I was still young, fat Spanish kid. I was hustling already in the streets. But I remember your neck being so big. I seen you, and I was like, yo, his neck is so big. This guy's so strong. I mean, you and Dap got so much history, man. It like, tell me what it was like, you being Iron Mike Tyson, the king of Earth from Brooklyn, going to Dapper Dan to go get those fly Gucci, Louis Vuitton.
Listen, know what was so fly about that, Joe? I would stay up there because I would go up there early in the morning. I would stay up there till nighttime, right? And I would see all the players from all over the country, Delaware, Philadelphia, everywhere coming, all the dealers, all the hitmen, everybody coming to get their clothes. And that's how I got to know all those guys from all over the country. Cleveland, Philadelphia, Detroit, everybody. I saw to meet all of them. And I started going to their towns and meeting them. That's how I got close with everybody.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Dapper Dan, I've been going to DAP since I was maybe around 14 years old. Shout out to my man Gerard X Chubby Love. He introduced me to DAP. So I'm in Harlem, I'm hustling, and I see my man Chubby Love. This guy was already around 500, 600 pounds, and he had the fly Louis Vuitton shit on. And I was like, yo, my man, like, where you get that shit at? And he said, yo, that's Dapper Dan. And he brought me down to DAP. I was only like 14, and I went and got some Gucci, some Louis, and he knew how to dress you. And when I was in there, I ain't gonna lie to you, it wasn't no rap niggas in. It was dealers. It was
it was in there. It's all that was in there.
It was the most dangerous niggas on earth in Dapper Dan.
Yeah, exactly.
And to this day, when I see Dap, and I'm glad that his life has changed and he's celebrated now, and I love stories.
And he looks so good. Dap looks so good, man.
Dap is so important for the culture, man. I'm going to skip, right? I'm going to skip. No, matter of fact, I'm going to stay right there. Because I used to be in the street on 132nd and Park Avenue. And I used to see this guy all the fucking time. And the nigga would ride his bike. Mitch Green with his fucking Jerry curls. No, listen. Yo, Mike, this nigga, I knew Mitch Green, okay? Like Mitch Green.
What was that like?
Oh, yo, we was like, yo, my man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, this is, yo, Mike, this is before he even fought you. He was like, yo, I'm a boxer, I'm gonna fight Mike Tyson. We like, yo, nigga, get the fuck out of here. He had a 40 ounce on a little 10-speed bike and shit. We were like, yo, man, Mike Tyson gonna fuck you up, my nigga. And then the guy fought you.
Listen, he rolled up on me on a bike one day. He had a bike and he rolled up on me on a bike. I said, what the fuck he can? A bike? What, a bike? This kind of, you're a professional fighter. You roll up on me on a 10-speed?
Yo, nah, but this nigga was like a crackhead professional. He smoked before he fought you. That's the only reason.
He had, listen, no, it wasn't crack, that other stuff. What is that stuff? Angels. He smokes angels.
Yeah, he was on that because they used to sell the out there. They used to sell that Purple Rain out there in Park Ave back in the days.
And he kept hitting his head against the floor and kept getting up. I said, why did he keep getting? He was getting hit with clean shots, but he kept getting. I'm talking about the street fight. And I'm saying, damn.
Yeah, he was on Angel Dust.
Taking some good shots.
Bro, I used to see this nigga every day with the Jerry curls, and I'd be like, he be talking shit. I'd be like, yo, my man, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, my man. And yo, he fought you. And I could not believe it when you was fighting the nigga. I was like, yo, this nigga used to come every day with a 40 ounce in his hand on a bike with Jerry curls and come over here
Hey,
to the
but
corner.
no, Fat Joe. He's a reverend now. He's a preacher now.
Mitch Green?
Yes, he's a preacher. He's seen the Lord, brother.
God bless my brother.
Absolutely.
Yo.
Man, I have to
God bless.
give him a
Yo,
hug.
God bless Mitch Green. Let me tell you something. I'm going to take it two places right here, right, Mike? One time, rest in peace, Von Zip.
Oh, man.
Legend out of Harlem, probably the flyest nigga to ever do it to me. Like me, I heard all these stories about all these other guys. But
he was off the hook.
I never seen a guy in his possibly his late 40s, 50s in a different Dawn, a Rolls Royce, a Beamer. Like, yo, this nigga was fly every day.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you a story. Right? One day, Don King came, and Don King had around $450,000, and he used that to pay off officials and shit like that, right? And one day he came in our house and stuff, and he thought he was going to, like, pay us off, like, $150. Zip took the whole $450.
Zip took his whole shit.
The whole $450, yeah.
I mean, he better. Like this Von Zip. Like, nigga, give me.
Yeah,
I think Don King knew.
He said, Don, you said, put that down, Don. We have to leave right now. And he escorted Don out and Don left the bag right there.
No, Don got to leave the bag.
Yeah,
like, he got to leave the bag.
He left
and, you
the
know,
bag.
rest in peace, my brother Von Zip. And he was the one who first got me into eating, like, not pork. And eating turkey, and he would take me downtown to the turkey shop. I'll tell you one story, and I'll get off Zip, man. Rest in peace. Was I went with him to buy a car one time, and the motherfucker, on purpose, just to show me, he paid for the car in old school 20s. You could smell like it was in the wall. Like yo, Tyson, the shit was. It smelled like it was in the wall or buried in the backyard on purpose, just to front on me. He was like, yo, Joe, let's go buy this car. And he paid for the shit in like 1970 money or 1980 money. And on purpose, I knew he was fronting on me. I knew I was just like,
Zip like to shit on people. He like to show people how much money he has. That's what I loved about it. But he's always willing to share it, though.
Always, man. I love Zip, man. My family, we miss him. I'm gonna tell you about how generous you are, Mike. And I think sometimes, I don't know if you look back at those times and you think you're crazy, but I remember one time I called Zip and I said, Zip, I need Iron Mike's number. And he was like, all right, no problem, Joe. So Zip gave me your number. I was in Central Park driving through, and I had that record. Y'all wanna live my lifestyle. Never seen a brick, never seen a crack house. So I was calling you because I wanted to shoot the video, and I just wanted you to stand next to me like I am Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but
and when I called you, you picked up the phone, and you was like, yo, what's up, my brother Joe? And I was like, yo, and before I could talk, you told me, yo, Joe, do you need $1 million? How much money you need, Joe? What do you need? And I was taken back from that because I was like, man, this man just offered me $1 million, and I don't want nothing. I want him to be in my video. But at that point, I said, damn, man, this guy giving everybody a bunch of money. I mean,
Joe, people gave it to me. They gave me the opportunity to get it. So what am I supposed to do with it?
Yo, but Mike, I just called you out of clear blue sky, like on a Sunday.
No,
you was like,
but back then, everybody needed money, and I had the money, so I understood that.
yo, Mike, man, you're a beautiful soul, bro. I mean, I could tell you firsthand.
Hey, listen, man, I've been called worse, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, no. We love you. I'm going to skip all the way up and come back, but I'm going to tell you a story, right? And Fat Joe, I go to funerals all the time, and I go whatever, and I don't cry, Mike. I'm the real deal. And the night that you lost to Evander Holyfield, I was in a house full of niggas, man. I went in that bathroom, and I cried like a baby, Mike. I cried like a baby. When you lost somebody to Evander Holyfield, I went in the bathroom. I was like, I just felt like the whole hood, we took an L when I know fighting, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. But I really went to the bathroom and cried. Like, I was hurt, man.
No, but Joe, this fight is not about somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. Fighting is about winning under both circumstances. Winning and losing, you both win. You learn from losing, and maybe you enhance yourself by winning. But losing is the greatest teacher of all.
Yeah, it is. It's the lesson. It's the lesson. You never lose.
Absolutely.
It's a lesson.
You know,
I am
human beings. You know, Joe. Human beings are not made to be humble. They have to be humbled.
I'm gonna say back. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you answer this. Right? You from Brooklyn, and Biggie and Tupac got this humongous beef going on, but you were so tight with Pac. Tell me how you became tight with Pac, and how was that relationship? Was it ever awkward because Zip was so close with Puff and Biggie? Like,
yeah, right. Wasn't it? That was really weird. I never looked at it like that. I just never thought about it like that. I just knew if I was with Tupac and Tupac was with me, he wasn't getting no drama. I just knew that. I'm talking about if he was personally hanging out, like we are personally, and people were coming, he's not getting no smoke.
Oh, no smoke.
Yeah.
I mean, Tupac, every time I saw him, he was in drama. Every time I met him a bunch of times.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's when I said, hey, listen, man. When I used to talk to him when I was in prison, I said, listen, man, it looks like you're going to be coming in while I'm going out. And that's what happened. He was just, I can't believe he was that wild.
No, that motherfucker was ahead of his time. He was wild. The way I met him, I was in a rap cypher in Atlanta with Wu-Tang and a bunch of artists that came around that time. And a nigga walked up with a red bandana with 2 guns out. And I didn't know, none of us knew who it was. And he was like, yo, what's up, crack? And I was like, looking at him, I was like, all right, what's up? Who you? And then when he pulled his shit down, it was Tupac. And that's how I met him. And I just seen him every time I saw him, he was into some shit, fucking some niggas up, doing some crazy shit. And the night, yo, the reception is getting bad. So
Is it my quality?
I want to take it to the night. Yeah, your reception is getting a little bad.
Yeah.
Yo, Mike, yeah, you gotta fix the Wi-Fi or some shit because it's getting blurry.
Is it back on?
I got a little blurry. What you can say now? What night you want to go back to the night of the fight?
Yeah, I want to get back to the night of the fight where Tupac passed away. He comes out the ring with you and he gets into the altercation. I mean, what was that like for you to hear Tupac got, murdered on the strip or shot up on the strip?
Hey, listen, right? I just think this is just my personal opinion. That stuff, and I never said that all that stuff was planned in advance, man.
Yo, Iron Mike, so you believe that all that was plotted before any fight, any shit that ever happened?
No, I believe, but I know not that, but I believe the fight was the opportunity for it to happen.
Could you elaborate? I don't understand. Like,
I just believe that was the opportunity. That was the perfect opportunity for something like that to happen.
yeah, because everybody from all over would meet up in the same place.
Everybody knew everybody was going to be there. And the people that wasn't there because they knew who was going to be there. And we know everybody who wasn't there.
Yeah, man, that was that was sad, man, for just life, man. And then as I got older and I realized the Tupac story and how he came from the Black Panthers and his mother and his stepfather, and then I realized his music, why he has such a powerful message in his music.
Tupac, this is the deal with Tupac, and this is just the real. Tupac was just a force. He was just an uncontrolled force, and that was the problem, He was powerful, and no one can control him.
Yeah, he wouldn't let nobody control him. He wouldn't let nobody control him. Rest in peace, Pac. Mike, let me ask you something. I'm in there. We stuck in the house in quarantine, and we watched some shit called Tigers. What's it called, Ma? The Tigers, King of the Tigers.
The Tiger King.
The Tiger King,
The
right?
Tiger King. Yeah, but you know, I don't want to spoil it for everybody. I was riding with the nigga to the end. I ain't gonna spoil the shit for everybody. Watch it, it's interesting. But to
Hey,
me,
that's just the way those people are. Those people are just backstabbing people. They're just not trustworthy people.
that they not trustworthy at all. It's just like disgusting. They have no loyalty, no shit.
Absolutely.
Well, Mike, what was it about you, right? Because to me, all them Tiger people was a little off or special. What was it about you that you had? How many Tigers you had in your house, Mike?
I had 3 of them in my house.
White Tigers. Like I used to see you in the pictures with them. And like what was it like? Was they babies? Did you raise them since they was babies?
Absolutely. I had their mother and their father.
Oh, you had the mother and father, and then they made the babies?
Yes. Yes.
You wasn't scared of these Tigers, Mike?
Hey, listen, this is how it happened, Joe. I was in prison, right? And I was talking to one of my friends who I bought exotic cars from, and he was saying that one of my friends that he knew owed him some money. And he said, if he doesn't pay me any money, I'm going to take some of these cars and trade them in for some animals. I said, what kind of animals? He said, horses and stuff. And he said, Mike, they have some nice tigers and lions, too. If you got one of those, that would be so cool in your Ferrari. And I said, yeah, that would be true. I said, why don't you order me a couple?